Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video today, just as you can see from the title, I drew some chiikawasonas for me and some of my friends. If you don't know what chiikawa is, it's like, I feel like you have to know, like, everybody knows what chiikawa is at this point now, right? But for those that don't, it's this like Japanese, I think it started off as like an online web comic kind of thing, and then it has now evolved into an anime, and now there's a bunch of merch of it, and it's just like crazy, like, and they're so cute. The characters are so cute. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a kind of a fake Chiikawa fan because I haven't watched all the episodes or I haven't read much of the comics, the online webcomic. But they're so cute, and I saw some people on TikTok drawing chiikawasonas, so I had to draw some. So, first one that I drew is a little cat, which was for me, and then I started with my friends. This one's a duck, the one I'm drawing right now, and originally I didn't have all of them. I was gonna draw them for like 7 friends, so 7 of my friends, or 6 of my friends, including myself, and I didn't have everybody's planned out, but I knew that I wanted this one for the duck. I knew I wanted it to be a duck for this person. I don't know why, like it just kind of fit in my head. And I drew his first because he's the biggest Chiikawa fan I know, or at least the one that's most vocal about it. So I drew his first. And I don't know, I wanted like each to have their own color scheme. So my favorite color is purple, that's why my cat is purple. And I think his favorite color is green, so that's why his is green. I know, very revolutionary. But it was really fun. It was really fun. I don't really ever draw animals or like, I don't know, like anything that's not a person or like a headshot. So it was fun to go a little bit outside of my comfort zone. And it wasn't even like it was difficult really. Like Chiikawas, there's no like discredit to the artist, to the creator of Chiikawa, but they're like low-key really easy to draw. And it was really fun to imitate their art style, or attempt. I hope I did an okay job at doing it. But they're like really simple. They have really simple line art. It's very straightforward, and I don't know, they're just so cute. This next one here is a seal. I gave them all storylines. So this seal that I'm currently drawing, originally I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a seal because all of the Chiikawa characters are like mammals, or they're not all exactly supposed to be one type of animal. Some of them are like Usagi and Lily, pretty much just straight up a rabbit. But Chiikawa is kind of just like a cute little creature thing, but they're still all pretty much like mammal-esque in some way. And a seal, it lives in the ocean, and I know that it is a mammal, but I wasn't sure, but I went for it anyways because my friend protested, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I think it ended up coming out really cute. I love its little feet. The story behind this one is that it's a traveler from the ocean, the beaches, of course, and it glumped. That's what you call it. That's what you call, when seals, they flop all over walking on land or whatever. They glumped so hard that it learned how to walk on its fins, which doesn't make any sense, but the chiikawaverse does not make any sense really anyways, so it's okay, it's okay. Then this next one, my friend wanted hers to be a dinosaur, but I feel like I didn't want to deal with converting a reptile into the Chiikawa art style, so I gave them a dog. And when I think of them anyways, I think of dogs, so it fit. But to, you know, keep the dinosaur, the reptilian vibes, I made it so this is a little dog that really wants to become a dinosaur. And if you guys know Chiikawa, you know Momonga, right? Momonga, that little annoying little thing. All it ever, like, it just yaps and like is annoying about how cute it is. And in my head, this little dinosaur dog is literally like Momonga, but instead of being like, look at me, I'm so cute, it's like, look at me, I'm a dinosaur. And all I want to do is be known as a dinosaur. Um, and I think it's probably one of my favorites. I think it came out really cute. I don't know, it's just so like, look at it, like, I messed around with the colors a little bit, but I think yellow fit the best for her. So this one, I struggled. This one was the one I struggled with the most. It's supposed to be an otter, and again, if you are into the chiikawaverse, there's already an otter-like animal in Chiikawa, and its name is Rocco. My personal favorite Chiikawa character. I'm a big Rocco fan. Number one. One day I will own some merch, but Miniso here does not have any Rocco shit, but I digress. Anyways, so Rocco's character design, he has like different types of limbs compared to all the other Chiikawa characters. They're like pitch black and they're like blocky or like very shaped like, and so I gave this thing those types of limbs. But I don't like how they came out, so I ended up editing it off camera later, and you'll see it in the final version. My friend said that its arms, the things I'm coloring on, the red things, look like it's holding cups, which I can see cups with straws, but it's supposed to be its arms, and they have like mittens on them because in my head it's scared of its hands. I will not go further, but there it is. It's an otter. I think it's so cute, but I fixed it later anyways, and I made it a little cuter because I didn't want it to be no, it was just bothered me, you know, when as an artist, when something bothers you gotta go back and fix it. So then the next one is this panda, and this one's also probably one of my favorites. I just think it looks so cute. I was gonna give it glasses, but I ended up vetoing that idea because then I realized this thing needs a job. Because the friend who this is for, he is very well known for working very hard. So I was like, of course, I need to give this thing a job. And so it has a job, but just like its real life counterpart, it hates its job. Or maybe my friend doesn't hate his job, but I feel like there's some deep there's a conversation that needs to be had about how much he enjoys it. So this little brown panda reflects that, and I think he's just so cute. He and the duck in my Chiikawa universe are besties, well, to an extent, and the panda sells lollipops, and then the duck goes and steals them from him, but the panda doesn't give a shit, doesn't give a fuck. All he wants is to be fired from his job, so he lets him steal all the lollipops he wants. And finally, the final one is a little raccoon for one of my friends. I don't know, she just gives like such raccoon vibes, like ever since I've known her, and so like she just kind of had to be a raccoon, right? And I think she loves raccoons too, so it fits. She was kind of complaining to me that this was looking like an old man, but this raccoon, it's not an old man. It's just has, it's just lived a little. It's been through some rough patches in its life, and it doesn't take bullshit from anyone, It just wants some peace, but it's very cute. I think it's also one, especially the colors. I end up changing the colors later. They're a little more blue, like there you see. I think they're so cute. Oh my god. But anyways, those were me and my friends chiikawasonas. I hope you enjoyed that small little yap session. It was just, I wanted to do just a little fun video thing, and I really wanted to draw these, so I think more people should draw chiikawasonas for themselves or for their friends, because chiikawas are just so cute. And go tune in, watch the anime, read the comics, all that stuff. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah. Draw chiikawas. Okay, bye!